Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradayani Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Monday night foot soak and meditation. Namaskar to all, and to Shri Mataji. And let's raise our Kundalini, place ourselves into Bandhan. And let's vibrate the bucket of water and place our feet inside. Just raising our Kundalini with our right hand up to the Sahasrara from the base of the spine a few times. And just massaging the top of our head. Let's see if we can feel our Kundalini at the top of our head. Just in our heart, we can ask Shri Mataji to please be in my Sahasrara. Please be in my heart. And keeping our hands on our lap, let's just put attention to the Muladhara chakra. Let's just raise our attention through that central channel with the right hand back up to Sahasrara. And the two hands behind, let's just clear, massage those lower chakras from behind. So our two hands are just under our rib cage and sweeping down into our buckets. A couple more times, feels awfully nice. Now, the other night it was really nice when Priti read us the meanings of the Jesus Christ mantras. So I was just feeling a little hot on the right, the liver and the right Swadhisthana. So I was feeling it might be nice to do the cooling mantras for the liver and right Swadhisthana, but I might just read the meaning of those mantras that we'll hear in a moment, because it's quite nice to know what we're saying. So I'll just read the general meanings and then we can hear the actual mantra. You are the Himalayas, the icy regions, the moon, the goddess of Mount Kailash, pure attention, the one who controls our attention, the goddess of the attention, the power of the attention, the goddess who protects the vital functions of the liver, the Prophet Muhammad who cleanses and invigorates the liver, Shri Hazrat Ali and Shri Fatima, the one who removes all heat, the one who destroys all the heat and tension created among human beings due to the activity of the sympathetic nervous system, the restorative power of the Sanjivani herb that brought Sri Lakshmana back to life, the one who relaxes our thinking, the one who relaxes our overactivity. So just share those. Just try to join in as best you can, even if it's just Namo Nama.
दाई स्वाधिष्ठान के लिए मंत्र। श्री हिमालय। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री हिमालय साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री चंद्रमा। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री चंद्रमा साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री कैलास स्वामिनी। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कैलास स्वामिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री निर्मल चित्त। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री निर्मल चित्त साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री चित्त निरोध। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री चित्त निरोध साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री चित्तेश्वरी। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री चित्तेश्वरी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री चित् शक्ति। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री चित् शक्ति साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री मुकुटेश्वरी। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री मुकुटेश्वरी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री मोहम्मद। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री मोहम्मद साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री हजरत अली फातिमा बी। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री हजरत अली फातिमा बी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। सर्वतापहारिणी। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् सर्वतापहारिणी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। भूत संतापनाशन। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् भूत संतापनाशन साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री संजीवनी स्वामिनी। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री संजीवनी स्वामिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री विचार शैथिल्य। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री विचार शैथिल्य साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री अतिक्रिया शैथिल्य। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री अतिक्रिया शैथिल्य साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Just taking our attention up to the Agya. Let's just hold our forehead in the palm of our right hand. Let's just say the Lord's Prayer here. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. I forgive everyone, and I forgive myself. From behind, from the back Agya, tipping our head back. Oh, Mother, if I've made any mistakes that I know or don't know, harming my spiritual ascent, please forgive me. And up onto Sahasrara. Just massaging the Sahasrara again. Nice deep breaths. Let's raise our hand up and see if you can feel that lovely flow of Kundalini. Thank you, Mother, for being with us and looking after us, every detail. Let's just finish our foot soak. Rinse our feet and dry them. Move the buckets aside. Just got something we've played before, but I had a few questions and requests to play it again. It's a very short, what to do when someone troubles you. So I'll just play that while we get ourselves out of our foot soaks and just meditate for a few minutes before we start the next section of the 1995 Christmas Puja.
You see, as it is, after shoe beating, your hands get so tired that I have never told you anything to be done later on, because your hands are really very tired. There are so many other things you can do. If somebody tries to dominate or this thing, of course, shoe beating is one of them. Then collective shoe beating. You have to tell people shoe beat XYZ like that, and then beat. But you can write the name of the person, give it a bandhan, and burn it. You can write the name of the person on a paper and you can bury it. You can take a lemon in your hand and take the name of that person 11 times and cut it. There's another way, very easily you can do it, is to put that person at the lotus feet of your mother. But then it's dangerous. Can be very dangerous. So if you do not want to have that much of danger, then you can put it at the lotus feet of Sadashiva. That would be little milder. But to improve her life, talk to her. Because whatever you say is a mantra now. You are all saints. You are certified saints, I have told you. Whatever you say is a mantra. Whatever you do is an ashirvad. Nobody dare touch you. If they try to do it, they'll have to pay for it. I know somebody who works in the airport, and he knows about my powers. One day somebody tried to trouble him. He said, "Be careful, my mother is very powerful." The another one who tried this got heart attack. The another one got cancer. The fourth one, he described him as he got an accident. I said, "I don't know all that, please." He said, "No, my mother is very powerful. You don't touch me. I am her son." He's not a regular Sahaja-yogi, he cannot attend our programs and all that, but he's very much rested within himself. Also, some people take a thread and tie up knots with the name of a person 11 times and burn the thread. These rituals can be avoided very easily if you put just Mother's bandhan around him, but depends on your own surrendering. Anything else? Very common there. I don't like. I don't like. No. They came to India. We don't like. What we don't like? We don't like the way Indians dress up. All right? You dress up the way you like. Let Indians dress up like they like. Now why do you think that your dress in England will suit here in India, which is such a hot, hot, hot country? But no, this is how we are. It's quite funny the way they have. And this conditioning goes on into such a deep manner that nobody sees the stupidity behind. For example, if the Queen has invited you, you must wear a tailcoat. And now it's very expensive to have a tailcoat. Now, they have to go to a particular shop to borrow it. Sometimes they are loose and sometimes they are tight. I have seen people coming to these parties, Queen's parties. I could never recognize them because somebody looked like Charlie Chaplin, or somebody looked like Laurel, or somebody like Hardy. I could make out who are these people. Then I was told that's such and such ambassador. Oh my God, I know him very well. What has happened to him? They cannot walk straight. Their gait changes because of the clothes which are so tight sometimes and sometimes so loose. But you have to wear. All these formal ideas come to us as a kind of a part and parcel of you because you accept all these conditionings. So the other side, it goes to that we abandon all this. We don't want all this, anti-culture. So I met one gentleman who was wearing a pant which had lots of holes in it. Imagine in the cold of London to wear a pant like that. So I said, why do you want to wear a pant which has holes? He said, this is a holy pant. Holy? My goodness, it will give you varicose veins. It's horrible. What's wrong? We are anti-culture people, so we are taking now to holy pants. I mean, such stupid people are not only who are uneducated, but very well educated people, highly placed people, are so conditioned. And this conditioning has caused so much damage to human beings. For example, to accept Freud had become just a complete religion in the West. Freud became Christ at that level, though he was a Jew. And he dominated the Western culture so much that I just couldn't understand the impact of this stupid man who would have been thrown in the sea if he had come to India. But the conditioning part is everything is written is law. And they accepted this man so much that the culture of the West became absolutely self-destructive throughout. No respect, no morality, nothing was lofty, all value system shattered. Because they accepted this kind of nonsense because it was written. Even today, I hear, in such and such book such is written, in that book such and such thing is written. This is terrible condition. For example, it's written in the Bible that Jews crucified Christ. Nonsense. Just use your brains. How can Jews crucify Christ? They were in the multitude. In any country, have you heard that a person can be crucified with the general opinion of the people? It's the government, the Roman government did that. But to put the blame on the Jews was a very good idea of a very cunning man called Mr. Paul. And people accepted that because it suited them to hate the Jews. Then the Jews started creating people like Freud. So all such conditionings also have reactions. And these conditionings then build up. And once they build up, their reactions also build up. And you have a country full of all kinds of chaos, fear, violence, and destruction. The conditioning is more also with the idea of possession. This is my land, this position is mine, that is this, that. Like this it goes up to a point where people who believed in the formless God also fight for the land. Why should they? They believe in the formless God, so why should they fight for the land? But they'll go on fighting for the land. And this fighting for the land can go to any extent of very cruel things that whole country can work out. Conditionings are of every kind, if you see, are blinding your eyes. For example, they believe in Quran. Simple thing is, Quran was never written by Muhammad Sahib. He never knew how to read and write. So, it's a fact. For 40 years it was not written. There was a fellow called Mubayya or something like that, who killed Hazrat Ali, his sons. The second Khalifa. The first one died very early. Then he killed the third one also. Then he killed the fourth one, just to become himself the Khalifa. And the liver of this fourth Khalifa was eaten by the mother of this horrible fellow who hated women. So he puts it down in the Quran, all the things against women. And people accept it because it's in the Quran. Somebody has made fun of Quran and written what's wrong and so stupidities and all that. So I asked him, what is the use of writing this book? What is the use? He said, I never thought of the use. Then why did you write? It must have some use. It's a useless book. I said, it's only useful that by reading this, all the people who are Muslims who are not Muslims, will laugh at Islam, and those who are Muslims will say, wow, well, this is our book. Whatever it says, we believe in it. We are conditioned like that. So you don't solve the problem. So he said, then what should I do? I said, you write another book. Saying this all stupidity I've written of Quran, because I know it was not written by Muhammad Sahib. Don't write anything Muhammad Sahib against him. He is the one who is the incarnation of Dattatreya. It's a fact. So you write that he never wrote it, so all these people have done all these things. This conditioning can be removed if you know what sort of life Christ led. Very important. First of all, he was born in a manger. To be born in a manger means in a poor circumstance. That means he showed there's no need to have money, or there's no need to have a huge big properties or anything to be impressive on people. Those were the days where people respected the tapasvis, the one who were doing tapasya. That was the time to do tapasya. So he came on this earth and lived like a tapasvi. On the contrary, the Christians are the most self-indulgent people you could think of. You go to any Christian nation, you'll be amazed how they are just slaves of money and their watches. How they are living, it's very shocking to see they are following Christ. Yes, we follow Christ. Then, follow means what? He's there and you are standing backwards, moving. Is that the following? If you see the Catholic Church or even Protestants, you'll be shocked. How are they following Christ? I can't understand. Till now I never understood. Because Catholic is nothing but money oriented. The only thing they have picked up from Christ that he went to a wedding and created wine out of water and distribute. Now this wine is just the juice of the grapes. It's also called wine in the Hebrew language. Thank God I've read Bible in Hebrew, translated directly. So it's called draksharas. Because instantly you cannot create alcohol. It has to rot, and the more it rots, the more good it is, they say. They write it down. This is 25 years old, so the price is much. But if it is 300-year-old, the price is exorbitant. So it has to rot and smell like hell. Then only it's a good alcohol, is a fact. How could Christ create that instant, that moment, alcohol? But now what I find is this, that if somebody dies, they will take champagne to celebrate what? Good riddance of bad rubbish. Or when somebody is born, they will do it. But on Christmas Day, especially, after coming from church, don't go to any Christian's house. Even the Indian Christians have started following the Western people, because Indian Christians believe that Christ was born in England. All such ideas have come from where? Is because the English and the Portuguese, the French brought Christianity to us. Now, by any chance, are they Christians? What business they had to bring Christianity to this place? They took Christianity to all the places, especially Spanish. Spanish, Portuguese, went round the whole world to spread Christianity, and today is the mess that you see in those people. They are nothing but drunkards. Yesterday I was going back and the sea was full of happiness and joy, and the water had reached a very high level. It happens with me. But what I found, there were 4 or 5 Christians coming, singing carols and just completely drunk. And I was thinking they'll be drowned in this water very soon. This was the great boon of Christianity on human beings, that you can drink as much as you like. Now this drinking has come, I should say, from where? God alone knows. But it has come also from the Christians. And the Muslims also drink, no doubt. But they hide and drink. They don't openly drink and don't call it a religious duty that you should drink. Imagine in the church, when they give communication, they give you some sort of a dirty smelling wine. After that, how can you have communication? Once you are drunk, you are finished. But all these things happen. So, today we are talking about Christ. He is sitting in a position of Agya Chakra, controlling pineal and pituitary. By that he controls our condition. If we follow him, then we cannot be conditioned by anything. Because he talked of spirit only. Spirit cannot be conditioned. Conditioned by anything. Whatever is good, that will be accepted, good, congenial to the spirit. It's a different attitude of a person who is spiritual. Like we had people here, I know they are not very comfortable. Some of them are put into the stands here and there. But they are enjoying, because they are enjoying the spiritual atmosphere. They don't care where they sleep, where they live, what they have. This is all because you have entered into the kingdom of God. But those who have not, so much worried, this is not good, I want this way, that way, all material happiness they seek, trouble everybody, criticize everybody, get angry with everybody. But actually, they haven't got spiritual joy. And they can never be really in joy unless and until they become fully spiritual. Christ has openly said that you have to know yourself. Same in Quran, Muhammad Sahaba said, unless until you know yourself, you will not know God. There are lots of truths still in Quran I find, left over by this Muwayya, and also in the Bible, also in the Jews. I find their Torah and all that has lots of truth, but is covered by all this kind of thinking, rationality and adjustments they have done for their own use. Actually, we have to understand that Christ never started any exclusive religion. No. None of them. Especially Muhammad Sahib has talked about Abraham, he's talked about Moses, he's talked about Christ and his mother much more than in the Bible, respected her. And he said there have been more than 1 lakh walis, means realized souls, before. But still Muslims are some sort of a unique people, because they call themselves Muslims. Whether they drink doesn't matter, whether they womanize doesn't matter, they kill people doesn't matter. They're running after few things which are forbidden to them, but still they are Muslims. Same with the Christians. Difficult to find a man who is a real Christian who follows Christ before realization. After realization, of course, we are different. But for that you have to cross this Agya. Agya also is there, which has to control your ego. Christ in his lifetime showed how ego works. His own crucifixion itself shows how Christ, such a great incarnation of purity, was crucified. Shows what people are like, what they did to him, how he was troubled and tortured by these stupid people, and then how he was crucified by the government. In the beginning there were many Sahajogis, I should say they were called as agnostics. Gna in Sanskrit means knowledge. Who had the knowledge about self? Christ has said, thou shalt. He said that, know thyself. You have to knock at the door, meaning you must have Shuddhi Ichha, otherwise it won't work out. Nobody can force. He controls the ego. He is the one who gives you the balance. But if you go to the West, you know they are nothing but some sort of a stupid donkey-like ego. The way they talk, the way they behave towards each other, it's a big eye-opener. They are developed. How are they developed? God knows. Oh, they are very advanced, sophisticated, this, that. With this Agya catching, Christ has said in his Lord's Prayer, forgive us our trespasses as we forgive them who trespass against us. What a big thing to say. But one thing I've seen in the West, people don't know how to forgive. They are full of hatred. And they cannot ask forgiveness because they are full of terrible ego. though they will feel guilty, but they will never ask for forgiveness. They'll never say that, oh God, forgive me for what I have done. This is so common now. For example, the Nazis. They killed so many people, and still you find this neo-Nazis coming up, even in Italy. They are not ashamed as to what they have done. This happens because there is no really connection with Christ. Firstly, if you have connection with Christ, your ego has to be finished. Absolutely. And this ego, which comes to you from various sources, is a myth. Is a myth. With this ego, people try to befool others and show off. Like there's a story of Shapesh, I don't know if you've read about him. He came to a king and told him that I'm a great architect and I'll build a big palace for you. And this. The way he posed, the king believed him. He said, all right, go ahead. I'll send you so much money. Now with this whole attitude and the way he was describing himself, all his gestures full of such ego, that this king also got completely lost. He gave him lots of money. And in 6 months' time, he came back and said, I built your palace, come and have a look. He went there. He saw it was just the same land, there was no palace, nothing. So king thought something gone wrong with him or what. He was again looking and looking, and what does he find? He finds there was no palace, nothing. Immediately he realized that his ego has befooled him. So, the king was very clever that way, he realized it. She started saying, see, this is the main road by which we'll go, and there's the palace, now the door opens. Nothing there. It's all just a story. And now here is your throne, and please be seated on it. He said, first you sit. He made this Shapesh to sit on a throne which never existed. Now imagine, it was very painful. He said, you sit. I want to see you sitting there. I like it. For 1 hour he made him sit. For 2 hours he made him sit. Ultimately, Shapesh fell at his feet and he said, sir, I'm sorry. There is no palace, there is no throne, nothing of the kind. But the king had lost all his money, so he imprisoned him. He was beaten up and did all kinds of things. So this is the end of false ideas about oneself. This ego can take you to such a heights of stupidity. And the culture where it is pampered is the worst culture. I've seen advertisements where they say you must smoke this particular cigarette because it expresses your ego. But according to Indian culture, to express your ego is absolutely something very stupid.
Thank you all for your attention and vibrations. Namaskar to Shri Mataji, bringing us all together for a lovely meditation. Thank you all. Let's finish with our Kundalini Bandhan. If anyone has any bandhans they would like, feel free to message in the chat. We can also finish with a bandhan. And otherwise, I'll leave you with a concert of the Yuva Shakti at Easter Balmoral 2023. Good night, all. I don't see any requests for bandhans, so we will see you on Wednesday. Good night.
इशरत का
Thanks, everyone. See you next time.